Like there's very specific questions I'm learning
Yeah.
that our employers are asking now that would kind of measure or assess your ability to work from home.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there's working from home, or we're all kind of remotely working, but in actuality, we're living at work right now
Yeah.
temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to make sure that whatever's going on in your world, you're able to live at work, with them, and
Mm-hmm.
still function, as a
Mm-hmm.
parent or as whatever it is that's going on in your life. I'm
Yeah.
hearing that more.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chapman here, and we are back with another Meet the Neighbors Monday. Today we have Tysha Tolbert, and she is the CEO of Professionally Pause. She's a speaker, a coach, and she's gonna come on with us today and just kind of give us some insight into what she does. I'd like to bring her on right now. Hi, Tysha.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. We were very excited to talk to you, and we're interested to learn more about what you do and some of the events that you have coming up.
Sure, sounds great. All
Absolutely.
right, so so Professionally Pause is a career coaching and workplace advice platform. So my motto is to empower, enable, and lead professionals into workplace success through tactical tips and strategies that they can employ, in their places of work.
Mhm.
My focus is professional messaging. So my former or corporate background was sales, so I just kind of have a way with presentation, and I specifically help my clients and my customers with the professional messaging, how to present themselves as the candidate for hire. So my focus areas include professional storytelling,
Mhm.
personal identity branding, persuasion, positioning themselves as that candidate for hire or for that opportunity or for that thing, all the things. So yeah.
Absolutely. So, professionally story writing. What does that exactly mean, and what does that entail? Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. So everyone has a story, career wise or professionally. So I just help with the messaging, articulating and punctuating who you are, as a professional, but then also tying in your identity. So one of the terms that I coined, I call it workplace identity enhancement.
Mhm.
And that's really just kind of tapping into those things that make you you, personally, as well as the traits, the skills, the attributes that, are the landscape or the makeup of your career path or you as a professional. And
Right.
we put those together in a story.
Right. 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 So, like so would you say that your story and your experiences, they're unique to you, and every employer kind of looks for those unique things, right? Because like when you bring in experiences from the past, that may be something that that employer is looking for. So it sounds like you kind of help individuals articulate that and kind of relay that
Absolutely.
to employers.
You got it.
Oh, okay,
Because
gotcha.
resume, anyone can read a resume,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, but people who tell their story, it's just it's a way to really connect. It's a way to align with the needs of that hiring manager or that company,
Mm-hmm.
because they're really, it's not about you, it's what's in it for them. So you have to
Yeah.
convey that story
Mm-hmm.
that you have what they need,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is my goal, this is my gift, this is what I do skill set wise, and this is why you should care.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do and what I help people to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of what drew me to wanting to talk to you, because
Yeah,
it seems like more so in today's age, like it used to be very transactional, right? But nowadays people are looking for that story behind, yourself, the story behind your brand, and people kind of
absolutely.
keep people move towards what you're about and the story in regards to like how you came to be, more than just looking on a website and saying, okay, that's a product I want to buy it, or that's a person I want to hire. They want to know who that person is. And I think that's important in today's age, is getting your story out there.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you're right. You're right on target with that. So how I help people specifically when it comes to either structuring their resume or telling their story is first helping them kind of carve out what their mission is, because everyone's mission is to get a job or to stay employed, right? But what is your mission as a professional? I'm sure for you, being being the owner of Toothsome Dental, but your profession being a dentist is to help people have the best smiles that they possibly can have, or whatever, right? I'm just kind of
right.
Pull that out of the air, but that I'm sure something like that relates to what you're about and what you do and what you offer. So I help people tell their, kind of state their mission as a professional. And then the story they tell are the skill sets, the places that they've worked. And then I make sure that they're able to clearly relay their yield, because everyone wants to know, well, what's your receipt? Okay, you worked here, but what have you done? So making sure that my clients are able to really kind of articulate the value they bring. So it's not about where they've worked, but it's what they've done and what they've accomplished.
Right.
What's Chapman impact on the company you work for. So that's kind of my approach.
Yeah, that's great stuff. Do you feel like things have changed a little bit now since coronavirus and the pandemic has hit in regards to like what employers are looking for, but also in regards to what employees are putting as like priority in looking for jobs nowadays?
Yeah, definitely. So we're inside. We're everyone's inside. Outside's kind of closed.
Yeah.
So I think nowadays they're really they want to feel connected to who you are. They also want to make sure that you have the bandwidth and that you're able to, commit to, like, there's very specific questions I'm learning that our employers are asking now that would kind of measure or assess your ability to work from home. Because there's working from home, or we're all kind of remotely working, but in actuality, we're living at work right now temporarily. So they want to make sure that whatever's going on in your world, you're able to live at work, with them and still function, as a parent or as whatever it is that's going on in your life. I'm hearing that more. Or I'm learning more.
Yeah, it's interesting. It almost seems like things like blending together, like you're at home, you're also it's also at school, and you're also at work. Everything blending together. So I would assume employers are looking for individuals who may be able to make that separation or kind of disconnect and get their work done, but still be able to be successful at maintaining like the household, or not letting things that aren't like job related affect the outcome or their performance, I guess, right?
Absolutely. It's all about the fit. And I think that's why professional storytelling or branding yourself professionally is so important, in this day and age, because customers don't just want someone who can do the job. They want someone who, is tied to the mission or the goals and the objectives that the company is trying to do. They want that three-dimensional employee, someone who's passionate or someone who's, committed. And I feel like the search for core values, some of the soft skills are also growing more important. And that's actually something that I'm training and coaching my clients on how to better articulate or highlight in their story, on their interview, within their resume and in their cover letter, and then also online, on LinkedIn or wherever they make themselves visibly public, Instagram, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's a lot more that goes into it, by like putting your best foot forward. There's a lot of information that I guess you may not necessarily know that employers are looking for, but you have to have someone that can give you insight, like yourself, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not, like kind of like nationally taught. You just kind of got to know how to, interview, get a job. There are, some sources that are available that'll help you with that, but it's not something trained. It's not like reading, writing, arithmetic, finding a job. That's not something that, you'll walk away from school learning. In most instances, it's something that you just kind of have to pick up somehow. But there are
Mm-hmm.
resources available, like myself. So
Yeah.
yes.
No, it's very true. So I kind of relate it to going through dental school, right? You could be the smartest individual in the world, but if you have test anxiety or you don't take tests well, that your skills and your knowledge doesn't correlate or relate to that test. So people actually have to, acquire skills to learn how to take tests, whether it be they like meditate or they do a certain amount of questions at a time and take a break, but there are skills needed to take a test. Similarly, there are skills needed to, put your best foot forward and get noticed by employers, right?
Absolutely, and there's also, just speak on that a little.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a social skill aspect
Mm-hmm.
that's important. I think in your world,
Yeah.
where because academically you can excel, but if you didn't have an internship or if you weren't networking or a part of
Mm-hmm.
some of these associations, where after you go to school for the 4 years, then you do your residency or you specialize,
Yeah.
there also has to be the game that you played or those steps that you navigated through,
Yeah.
so you're picked up by
Mm-hmm.
that practice or that office or that university or
Yeah.
wherever whoever's going to employ you.
Mm-hmm.
So mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you get to the point like ourselves, and we're like, we're just gonna employ ourselves. We're gonna employ ourselves. But yeah, that's great. That was a lot of good information. I think people are definitely have to rewatch this because there's so much in there that they'll have to like pick certain things out. Um, so
um,
so Tasha, what events do you have coming up? Is there anywhere that people can meet you and get some more information about the things that you do?
sure. So and if you don't mind, if I can just go through kind of what I offer or my
Absolutely.
services. So in the, I guess, consultation realm, the consultative services that I offer are resume writing and coaching. So I do a lot of interview coaching, interview prep. I help people with that professional story with, LinkedIn. I do LinkedIn audits. I just help people prepare to either get the job or
Hmm.
to vibrate louder in their place of employment. And then some of the customer value offerings that I offer include business stationery. So I do business cards and stationery. Thank you notes for those business
Hmm.
owners, stickers for those business owners, but
Hmm.
then also folks who want to get the business cards so they have something physical. I help with that. I'm
Hmm.
actually a authorized distributor of Moo. I'm not sure if you're familiar or
Hmm.
with Moo, but Moo is like the direct competitor to Vistaprint.
Oh, okay.
They specialize in high luxury
Yeah.
quality business stationery.
Oh, I'll
And
definitely have to check that out.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
30%, holler at me.
Okay, yeah. We'll talk off
30%
camera.
off of everything that's on move.com.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then the online and digital offering. So I myself had to pivot as a entrepreneur during this time, because before, I'd get booked for workshops, for
Hmm.
conferences. I was partnered with career centers
Yeah.
and services. But when outside closed on me as well, I had to pivot to a online business model.
Hmm.
So now I do have digital training, digital coaching offerings. I do have courses, guides, checklists, webinars,
Hmm.
and the events that you can find me at in the very near future. So I'll be at the Charles County Mid-Mega Virtual Hiring Fair,
Hmm.
which is happening on Wednesday, the 23rd of this month. So
Okay.
come check me out. I'll have a virtual booth. There's a lot of companies that have signed up to be there. So,
Hmm.
just putting that out there for anyone, especially the Charles County residents who are looking for the next best thing. Come
Absolutely.
visit come visit my table so I can help you with that.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then I'm personally having a webinar at the end of this month on Tuesday, September the 29th. I call it Message Like a Professional. So I'm giving what I see as the keys to interviewing.
Okay.
And all the attendees will get my $7 checklist. It's this low cost but high value tool that I offer to my clients that kind of really prep them with interviewing help.
Okay.
You can get the professional adjectives. You can really kind of restructure your resume. You can get how to effectively respond to interview, questions
Right.
with impact and all of that. So you can find that just go to coachtasha.com, and I'm on Eventbrite.
Eventbrite. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So couple of great events coming up, and if people can't wait for those events, you said that they can find you at coachtasha.com, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
follow me on everything. I have
Everything is everything Coach Tasha or
no, so
Mm.
I have so my Facebook page is called Professionally Pause. That's the
Okay.
name of my company.
Mhm.
On Instagram, you can find me at Call Me Coach Tasha.
Mhm.
So that's Call Me Coach Tysha. I'll make sure that I give you all of my information on where to find me. On Twitter, I'm
Yeah.
Coach Tasha. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So I'll have all your information in the notes in the description of the video.
Okay.
So in case anyone needs to get in contact with you.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm here to help, and I'll say what I say to my customers, my clients. I'll say it to you as well as to anyone who's watching. Stay encouraged and stay professional.
Absolutely. Great advice. Thank you so much, Tasha, for meeting with us and taking some time to talk about the different things you do. I know that a lot of people are going to find a lot of value to this video, and we just thank you for coming on and speaking with us today.
You are so welcome. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye.